President Biden is a lawyer. Is he
and the President of the United States and the Commander-in-Chief, but go ahead.
He is, but as a lawyer, is he concerned at all that a local DA indicting a former president could, down the line, open up the possibility, set the precedent, that local DAs that don't like former President Biden could indict him?
I'm not going to comment from here.
Why don't you have more to say about the Trump indictment?
It is an ongoing case, and I've been very clear about that. We've been prudent about that, not commenting on ongoing cases, and we're going to stick to that.
But for
Peter?
better or worse, all that anybody in the country is talking about at this exact moment while we're in here is Trump. And they look here to find out what the White House thinks about it. And
Well, I think the American people should feel reassured that when there is an ongoing case like this one, that we're just not commenting.
And so, does the lack of comment mean that you do not think anything happening in New York today is one of the top issues facing the country at the moment?
That's your assessment. That's not my assessment. I'm just laying out the facts that we are just not going to comment on an ongoing case from here. And we've been very consistent, we've been very prudent, and we're going to stick there.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Benny. Yeah, right, the White House and cringe Jean-Pierre trying to get you to think that Joe Biden hasn't been cheerleading from his wheelchair every second of the way. This indictment of Donald Trump. Joe Biden has actually promised to lock up Donald Trump many times. Remember this from Jimmy Kimmel?
I gotta ask. Look, the Republicans don't play it square. Why do you play it square?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? If we do the same thing they do, our democracy will literally be in jeopardy. Well, I mean, it's not a joke.
And I understand that argument, but also it's like you're playing Monopoly with somebody who, won't pass go and won't follow any of the rules. And how do you ever make any progress if they're not following the rules?
You got to send them to jail,
Oh, okay. I got to send him to jail. Remember this?
The former president will not return, or that his political movement, which is still very strong, will not again take power in the United States.
Well, we just have to demonstrate that he will not take power by if he does run, making sure he, under legitimate efforts of our Constitution, does not become the next president again.
Oh, okay. We're just going to make sure that if he runs, he just doesn't become the president again. Liars. Joe Biden asked about this. This was from today. Joe Biden being asked about Donald Trump's indictment. Cringe Jean-Pierre back at it again inside of the briefing room, lying. And she loves this little line. She loves this. We don't talk about ongoing investigations.
When we first learned about the indictment, the president was not given a heads up. He was briefed by his chief of staff, and he learned about this just like all of you through the reporting.
Oh, yeah, got it. The guy who's calling for us to lock up our political opponents. That guy. The guy on Jimmy Kimmel. The guy who said that we're going to use all constitutional means to keep Donald Trump from taking power again. That guy. He just learned about it on Twitter. Doesn't even pay the $8 blue check mark. You know that, by the way. The White House refuses to pay for an $8 blue check mark. They'll pay for your gender reassignment surgery and for your abortion. And they'll pay for $1.7 trillion in an infrastructure bill, but not $8 a month for blue check. White House press secretary grilled by Fox News, New York Times for lack of comment on Trump arrest. Why don't you have more to say about this? So both sides actually coming at cringe Jean-Pierre. The reason why they actually don't want to talk about this is because they're a little scared that turnabout will be fair play here. They're a little worried about an image like this, but of Joe Biden next time, Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, so on and so forth. The reason why, and this is an epic image of Donald Trump today, Donald Trump, of course, pleads not guilty to all 34 counts of an indictment. What are these 34 counts? It's literally the same account copy and pasted with different dates. Donald Trump, for his part, on Truth Social, where his bio is, they're not coming after me, they're coming after you, I'm just standing in the way. Donald Trump saying, wow, they're going to arrest me. They went and arrested Donald Trump, in spite of keeping insane amounts of career criminals out of jail. This is an amazing piece from the Daily Mail today with guys like this. Jamel Pringle, who's on his 167th arrest. Look at these guys. 30 years of crime under this man's belt. 97th arrest here for Michelle Kelly. 70th arrest for Harold Goodling. He's only 50 years old and he's had 70 arrests. Meanwhile, crime in New York is skyrocketing. This is the result of a dying regime. This is the end of a regime. And Karine Jean-Pierre knows it. Alvin Bragg's indictment of Donald Trump might open up a Pandora's box for Democrats. Democrats are jumping for joy at the prospect of Donald Trump finally getting hooked like Al Capone. But other political idols, namely the Clintons, Bidens, could be gored by a hyper-partisan district attorney in search of a crime. Turnabout is fair play, as they say. Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg's case against Trump is so convoluted that even the Washington Post thinks it's a stretch. And that one sets an ominous precedent. It threatens to open a Pandora's box, political indictments against former presidents and other elected officials, as well as their family members and local prosecutors seeking to settle political scores. Let's take the Clinton Foundation. Described by whistleblowers as the largest unprosecuted fraud ever, Bill and Hillary Clinton registered as tax-exempt charity, but they have used it as their own personal piggy bank. The foundation keeps offices in Little Rock, Arkansas, where the new Pulaski County DA Will Jones is a Republican who last year beat Soros-backed Democrat for the job. He might be able to get creative with tax fraud case against the Clintons, potentially stiff local coffers millions in corporate income taxes. Ooh, go in! They go into the Bidens and the Biden business, obviously, here. It's easy. To be sure, no one is insisting on ginning up charges against prominent Democrats, as Bragg has done against former President Trump. The point is what Bragg could do could now happen elsewhere. And now they are, of course, terrified of it. You can be sure that prosecutors across Florida and Texas right now are looking at a slew of state laws to hook the Biden family on. Tom Fitton said of Judicial Watch. Friend of the show and total badass. Yep, this is it. The Pandora's box. Sayonara. See you later. That's why Karine Jean-Pierre is so scared. They're very, very silent right now. I believe that they know that they've bitten off more than they can chew here. Donald Trump is going to skyrocket absolutely tremendously in the polls. Donald Trump did not get hurt today. The regime took the L today. This does not look good. The American public is not cheering this on. It's a disgusting fraud, and the entire world's laughing at us. We need to save America. We need to fight for America. Fighting alongside you. Your boy Benny. See ya.
Thank you for watching. Our channel's here to meme the libs until they cry and then to meme them crying. Their tears, they taste just like sweet, delicious ice cream. Salty, too. We ridicule the establishment and the libs because of you. Your support keeps us going. So if you like what you saw, please punch the subscribe button, click like, and ring the little bell so that you know when we're live. Don't you want to know when we're live? And make sure that you subscribe to our email list just in case the plug gets pulled, as tends to happen. If you want to see more of our videos, click here or here. My name is Benny Johnson. Stay free, base patriots.